Got my property taxes. It's that time of year again. Gotta pay your taxes. So what happened was, I used to have this GoPro grip, tripod, arm, whatever. It's one of those multi-purpose things that GoPro sells. It's GoPro's brand. It's great. It's virtually indestructible. It has this screw-out tripod attachment. You just unscrew it, screw it back in, spread the legs. There you go. You put it down, and you can do, you can get your shots that way. But what happened was, for the second time, I left this with my GoPro on top of it, attached to it on the back of my truck bumper. And the first time I got lucky, the second time not so much. So the second time I went down a busy road and this flew off into the street and got ran over who knows how many times and was in a bunch of pieces. This being the most indestructible one, this grip part, it's all scuffed up and everything, but everything's fine. But this tripod part was just like this, but it came off. It's supposed to detach from here so that if you want to, you can attach the GoPro directly to this and have like a little mini tripod situation, like low level. So this popped off and flew around and got banged up and everything. But it also cracked down in here and I can't fix it. So the legs are all messed up and it doesn't stay level no matter how hard I try, or it takes a little bit of work to do that. And I just wanted to kind of just replace this, but this one little thing that GoPro sells separately is like 20 bucks or something for this one little thing. And I just did not want to spend 20 bucks on something like this, especially when it was my fault, my mistake. I shouldn't really be, replacing anything, but I wanted to still be able to film and just put good content out there on my channel and just social media in general. So I wanted to at least get something to replace this that was inexpensive. So what I got on Amazon was very cheap. It was like $7, I believe, and it's meant just for GoPro. It's basically like a mini version of those big Gorilla tripod things that you see a lot of other creators out there on YouTube that have them for their big cameras, their Canons, all those kind of cameras for these purposes. So this is a smaller version of that. It's flexible, you can attach it to stuff, so that makes it more versatile. I wasn't necessarily looking for that. I just wanted the most inexpensive tripod that I could find, and these happen to be very inexpensive and they're flexible. So now it's going to actually make it a little bit more convenient for me on the fly. Instead of taking my GoPro off of this and attaching it to another GoPro attachment to attach to my mower or whatever equipment or wherever I want to attach it to get different shots, now on the fly I can just keep everything the way it is right now and just bend this and wrap it around a tree branch or my mower or whatever and still get the shot, and then take it off and keep going, however I want, using it as a regular grip. So that's actually a benefit that I wasn't necessarily in need of, but it's an added bonus. But the main thing is that it's a tripod, so right now it's on that and I can just easily set that up, and then I can just pick it up and go along and finish whatever I'm doing. So it's very comfortable to hold. It's a lot lighter and it's longer of an area for me to hold on to. And my camera case got smashed as well, and the GoPro flew out of the case and landed in the grass, fortunately. So the GoPro itself is perfectly fine, not a single scratch or anything. The case did its job. It's meant to save the GoPro under a force of like being ran over or whatever the situation is. So it did its job, and so I had to get a new case too, and but those are relatively inexpensive as well. So.